Okay, the second Conjuring movie, the backstory for it is about a family in London with this mother and her two daughters. And the one daughter, I believe it's the younger one, question mark, don't know, gets possessed, question, like quotations around that, just so you know. And apparently she was levitating and everything, and she was possessed by a poltergeist, which is something, it's not really a spirit, like a spirit of somebody who's dead, it's just like something that hasn't walked to the earth. She got possessed by that.
My favorite part about the second Conjuring is probably when Ed and Lorraine are on the bus, and Lorraine gets like a little glimpse of what would happen with Ed down in the basement. What's your favorite part about the second movie?
My favorite part is probably when I can't remember her name, but the younger one is still possessed, and she's like hanging out the window, and lightning strikes the tree, and then she's about to like jump onto the tree, but Ed grabs her arm, and then the nun comes into the room, and Lorraine like says the nun's name. I don't know, I just really like it because it was scary, yo.
Another one of my favorite parts is where the nun was in the room with, I think it was Ed. Well, there was a painting. Another one of my favorite parts is where Lorraine is in the room with a painting of the nun, and you see a shadow walk to the painting along the wall, and then it just jumps out at you.
I don't like that one.
I jumped so hard.
I don't like the nun music that happened in that scene either. I also like the part where they're in the bedroom and the girl kept hearing like whispers, and then she like asked her sister if it was her, and she was like, go back to bed. And then she checked under the bed, and then she went back to bed and hid under the blankets because she heard something. And then like the old man came out of nowhere and was like, this is my house. It scared me pretty bad, man. In the rocking chair scene.
Ooh.
Well, it wasn't even a rocking chair, was it? It was like a bluish green chair. I don't know if it was a rocking chair.
It was like a recliner.
Ooh, the TV scene too.
Oh, I also liked when they were doing the interview with
that was good.
That was good. By a little girl that got possessed.
Why can't we remember her name?
I don't know.
We're stupid.
But I like that part because like it wasn't the little girl talking; it was the old man that possessed her.
Ooh, one of my least favorite parts is I don't like how they just like interpreted the crooked man in there. Like I don't know where it came from.
I don't loved that part.
I didn't. It just didn't line up with the story like at all. They just had this toy that came out of nowhere, and it was like, oh, the crooked man. And I feel like the animation for it was really bad too.
Well, when it was made, it was good.
No, I don't care when it was made. It looked so goofy.
See, I really liked that part because, well, it kind of brought in the brother somehow to be important too because he was stuttering and he tried doing the rhyme for it. And I also really enjoyed the rhyme too. It was actually a pretty good rhyme.
Yeah, well, the only part I liked about the crooked man is probably when like the little girl who was possessed, when she walked into the room and like it was the crooked man apparently, and like everybody saw her and then saw it, and then she like passed out on the floor and started seizing. Not saying I liked that she had a seizure, but like that was pretty good.
I feel like another one, like a really good part in that is, or not good part, but one of my least favorite parts is when they took a video of it and it was her throwing the plates when in reality it was actually her being possessed throwing the plates.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was just like shooting around the kitchen. I don't like how they made it seem like she was throwing them.
Yeah, but I also like how they like interpreted the fact that the poltergeist was trying to make people think it was just her doing it. Like I feel like it was really smart.
I would say it was pretty smart. I just didn't like how they interpreted it.
Yeah. I liked how they included the nun though.
Oh,
like
I really enjoyed that.
But she freaked me out. The scene where she's in another one of my favorite parts is like when the nun was walking through the hallway. Is that part the second one? Like she walks through the hallway and her daughter's like pointing at her, and then the mom starts flipping through her Bible and she like starts coloring the name Valak. And then later in the movie, it helps her find out the name of the demon.
I think that was the Annabelle movie.
No, it wasn't.
Because...
No, because the nun's name is Valak.
Yes, I know.
And she was like scribbling in it. She was doing it in her Bible, and then she like later in the movie when it was there, she like was trying to figure out the nun's name because it gave her power over it.
I mean, maybe, but in the first Annabelle, like the very original, they also did that because in the mom's Bible, she tore out pages and then started scribbling Valak.
Because that's the same nun. All
Yeah, I
movies are
know.
connected. The nun, Annabelle's, and Conjuring. Whoops.
Do you have a least favorite character?
The least favorite character? I don't know, to be honest. I guess I don't like that one girl who kept trying to get like the people to believe it wasn't possession.
And it was just her trying to look for attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was stupid. It made me mad. And I didn't like the little boy because he stuttered too much.
I stutter a lot. You don't like me?
No.
I feel like my least favorite character is honestly probably the same girl you're talking about.
I don't know her name. I don't know anybody's name.
I'm not good with names. I like the second one more than the first and third one. I feel like the second one is definitely my favorite.
Me too. Just because I like the plot way more, and I like how they had a few different concepts, like with the old man who used to live in the house, and then you had the poltergeist and the nun all in one movie.
You also had the Crooked Man.
I don't care about the Crooked Man, okay? The Crooked Man sucked in that movie. They shouldn't have even put him in. And I don't like how he turned into the dog. Like, that dog was so cute, and he came out of nowhere. Like,
See, I like that actually because it caught the family off guard.
their family was already off guard when they found out their daughter was possessed.
Well, yeah, but it was even better that they added it. So,
No, I don't like the Crooked Man at all.
and I feel like it's just better than the.
Me, personally, I like the second one out of all of them.
Why?
Because it's just better. No, I'm just playing. Because in the third one, I don't like how they changed the concept. Like, yeah, I know it was based off another one of Ed Lorraine's, like, cases. But I hate how they changed the concept from being, possession, kind of ghost stuff, into murder. And witchcraft.
and curse. Yeah.
It's like, what? I mean, I guess it was cool to see, like, how she was controlling people. But I don't think that can happen in real life. Me, personally, I don't believe it can happen. But that's why I like it better. And the first one's really good. Like, if I had to choose between the first and the second one, I'd struggle a little. Just because I like the concept of the mom getting possessed and trying to kill her daughter. That sounds dark, but whatever.
I like the story for the first one, but I like how the second one was filmed better.
Me too. And stop. Sorry. I don't know. I like how they had like a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of ghost stuff in the first one, and like it had more than the second one, but the second one was still like, I guess, more well. What's it like? Executed. Like the second one was better executed, but the first one had the better concept.
I feel like the first one definitely had a better story, but the second one, it had a good story, but I feel like it was filmed better than the first one.
Like it had a good story and was like filmed better, but the first one had like just a good story and it was filmed okay.
And the third one, I didn't like.
I was gonna say the third one was pretty boring to me, to be honest.
Now we're just going to talk about new horror movies that are coming out and why we want to watch them.
What horror movie are you looking to watch, EO?
For the most part, I really want to watch the new Five Nights at Freddy's, just because I used to play the games a lot, and the trailer looks really good. That, well, there's actually a lot of movies I want to watch. The Insidious 5, The Nun 2, Meg 2.
You don't even like stuff like that. I do not. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
I also want to watch the new Conjuring, which it's directed by not M. Night Shyamalan or whatever his name is, but it's directed by the person that played Ed in the Conjuring movies.
That's gonna be cool.
So I feel like it's gonna be really good.
Dude, I hope it's not like the third one was with the witchcraft and everything. But the one movie I'm really looking forward to is that Saw X, yo. I don't know what number that is. I think it's Saw 10.
10.
Dude, I'm so looking forward to that. I have all the Saw movies, have binge watched.
More horror movies that I'm excited that are coming out is Five Nights at Freddy's.
No. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be really bad.
Did you see the trailer for it?
It's no, but it's rated R. So I mean, it's maybe it's scary. I don't know.
I've seen the trailer for it and I watched it with my dad actually, and we want to watch it like really bad.
You guys always like watching movies about video games, though. You both want to see Mario Bros. Too. So I mean,
Yeah, but that's different. And A Quiet Place, day 1, I feel like is going to be really good, just because it's explaining how the whole thing started. Because for the first Quiet Place, they kind of just like jumped into things.
yeah.
Like they kind of just showed the monster and then everything like quiet and how they couldn't make a noise and everything. But for A Quiet Place, day 1, I'm pretty sure they're going to explain what brought up to that, or led up to that.
I mean, I guess that'd be interesting. I don't think I liked the second one.
I wasn't really a fan of the second one, I'm going to be honest.
It was so boring. Like, I could barely remember what happened.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah. But I think one of the main ones, like the main ones other than Saw 10, because Saw's my... But The Nun 2, I think I'm going to be really excited for, just because it's coming out with the Conjuring 4. Well, not like with it, but like it's going to add to the storyline a lot. I don't think I ever really finished The Nun. I don't think I liked it. Like, I think I got bored at the beginning, but when it does come out, I think I'm going to watch the first one again and then the second one. But I think it's just gonna, it's going to be a good movie.
I feel like I'm going to figure out where The Nun 2 comes along in the series, like the Annabelles, the Conjurings, the Nun, and also where the fourth Conjuring comes out, and I'm going to watch it in that order when both of them come out.
That's what I plan on doing too. We gotta do it together.
Because I already watched the Conjuring, the Annabelles, and the Nuns in order from how it is now. But adding those two on might change it and make like a better understanding of what's going on.
I really like how they're doing that too. Like I like how they're doing like different movie series for just one storyline.
Yeah, like it's not like Harry Potter, which don't get me wrong, I do love Harry Potter a lot. But with horror, it has to be different.
Yeah. I also like how they're having, well, they're not having, but the Conjuring 4 is going to be directed by the person who played Ed. But I am curious to know who's going to play Ed in the new movie.
I'm
Or
pretty
is
sure
it
he's
played by him?
directing and he's still playing Ed.
That's what I figured.
And I feel like it's going to be pretty good, not as good as,
The second.
I can't figure out his name, it's Shyamalan or whatever. It's the person who directed them originally. I feel like it'll still be really good because he has worked with this stuff, and that's like usually all he works with, and he's just used to it. And he also was in the other Conjuring movies, so he knows like what's going on, and it's not just like a new pair of eyes just reading over the scripts, reading over the story, and then directing it. He knows what's going on.
I also feel like it's gonna I feel like he might do better than the original director, just because since he was an actor in The Conjuring, I feel like he did a lot of research about it to be able to play that role well, and I feel like he's gonna know a lot about Ed and Lorraine's like mindset and everything.
See, I understand that, but then again, also, the old director, that's what I'm gonna say because I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was the one who created the characters, so he was already in their mind space, and he knows all about all the characters, so he knows like, I guess, kind of what's best for them.
But Ed is a character, so he knows the characters. Where the original director, I feel like he just wasn't in it as much as Ed was, or like the actor for Ed. I don't know. I think it's gonna be better than the like originals. But I feel like at
I
the
don't
same
think
time.
so.
Well, I mean, the third one kind of sucked. I feel like the original director got lazy
Yeah.
with that, and I feel
Well,
like
no,
having the new.
he didn't get lazy with that. I feel like if I were to rewatch it now, I would like it better, just because I didn't really know the backstory much. But then again, I also watched videos on what that one's based on. Since I've seen the movie, I've only seen it once, and I didn't want to watch it again. But I feel like if I watched it now, I'd like it better.
It's definitely an okay horror movie. Like, it's up there, but it's just not that good. Like, I'm not saying he was really lazy with it, but he definitely didn't put, like, I feel like he didn't put as much effort into it as he did the first and
You're
second
only
one.
saying that. Hold on. Just because it changed topics.
No, I'm not even saying it just because of that. It just wasn't really, like, well, like, I don't know if it's recorded as the word, but the storyline was kind of out of whack. Like, I don't know, they were at a dog shelter and then he murdered a person. It was just like, I don't know, I didn't really understand it that well. And then the whole thing with the priest's daughter being the witch, and it was just really confusing. I feel like just because it wasn't really in order, I guess. And I feel like with Ed being the new director, it's just gonna be like a new, I guess, I don't know how to put it, like, I don't know, point of view, I guess.
New set of eyes.
Not even that, because, I mean, he's not really new to it. I'm just saying it's like a new view on the
Well,
Ed and Lorraine
yeah.
cases.
See,
To see how you...
I feel like, I mean, I know it'll be good. Well, I don't know, but I'm hoping it'll be good. But I don't know if it'll be better, because the old director, he also made another movie that I really enjoyed, which was Old.
Oh,
And
I hated that movie.
oh my god, I loved it.
No, it was
They got
so
trapped
stupid.
on the island for like to find out a cure for something.
It was so stupid. I hated it.
Loved it.
No, it was such a stupid movie.
I watched it in theaters and I absolutely loved it.
No. It was just so stupid. I don't know. I didn't like the concept at all. Like,
I feel like you don't like the way the director does it, because he does it in a certain way to where it's supposed to like put a twist at the end or like
I
in the
hated
middle.
the ending on that movie.
I actually really enjoyed it because
Well,
I
no,
was very
actually,
curious.
I lied. I liked the ending, didn't like the movie.
Why?
Because it was just stupid. Like, oh, they're stuck on an island and they're getting old.
What? Okay, but it's not that they're getting old. Because, well, you're getting old right now. But they were getting old quick. And this girl had a kid, bro, and she died giving birth because by the time she needed to give birth, she was already, like, the kid was already, like, 3 years old.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't like that movie. It was, I don't know. I didn't like it.
I loved it. So I can't really say much.
And it had so much going on in it at the same time. Like,
See, I
did
feel
like
like
somebody get stabbed too and died? And that because they got upset?
a man turned crazy
Yeah.
because he didn't know what was going on, and then he stabbed someone.
And then the birth. It was just so much going on in one movie. I don't know. I guess I just got curious about I got curious about everything else and wanted a little more on every story.
So it turns out that the director for The Conjuring was James Wan, not
I'm pretty sure
M.
it's
Night
James
Shyamalan.
Wan.
Whatever. But still, I feel like you didn't like the movie Old just because M. Night Shyamalan is known for putting twists in movies.
No, because I love when there's a twist. I literally just told you. I just didn't like how there was so much going on. Because I love twists.
I don't know.
in movies, and I
really
told you I
liked it.
loved the ending. But I just hated...
You said you liked ending.
Okay, well, I liked the ending. It's just the movie had way too much going on.
There's another movie that I also want to watch, which is the new Boogeyman that's coming out in June. Just because the first one was pretty good. Well, it wasn't like a favorite, but I really enjoyed it.
I don't even know if I saw the first one, to be honest.
It was okay. I liked the concept of it.
Okay. I'm really excited for the Meg just because I love sharks. They're so cute. And I guess I just really like the concept of a movie finally. I guess I don't know if it was even the first movie to talk about the megalodon, but I just think it's really cool how they're talking about it.
See, I actually really enjoyed the first movie.
You didn't get scared?
Which is very surprising because I'm okay with the ocean now, but I had the worst fear.
It's not even that bad.
It's just you don't know what's down there.
You don't know what's in space, but you breathe
Okay.
air.
Kind of have to.
Air's in space.
I kind of have to breathe air.
So are you scared of air because you don't know what kind
Terrified.
of chemicals are in the air?
But, so, the first Meg I really enjoyed, and I liked how when the girl was picking up her toy,
That was like
in the middle of
amazing.
it, the shark just came up and like bit the glass, and I was like, yo, she about to die. She did not die.
I was gonna say she did not die. I want to go shark cage diving. I know
Nope.
that's totally, like, it's not really totally off topic, but, like, I want to sit in a little cage and feed sharks.
Okay, so on my PlayStation, we have this game where it's
I
like a
played
Shark
it.
Tank experience, but it goes wrong, and a shark just comes at you, and I cannot do it. Like, they
It
put me in
doesn't
the...
look very realistic.
No, it's just, I don't know. But they put me in the one where there was no shark. And I was like, oh, okay, it's actually pretty calming, pretty nice. And then I was like, oh, can I do it again? And then they put me in the one with the shark.
Aw, man.
And it was so bad.
I mean, I guess the only time I got scared with that game is when the shark came out of nowhere. And I was like, what you doing?
Yo, back up. But
Talk about the Saw movie, but you haven't seen any of them. Saw movies are like the best movies. I'm not even joking. I may like them more than The Conjuring. And they have like such good like what's it called? Like variation with the different traps. So good.
I feel like I will watch it.
No, I'm making you. We get home tonight, binge watching all of them. I'm just kidding. We don't have enough time. We'd be up till tomorrow. There's a lot of Saw movies because
Yeah, I
there's
know
all
they're
the way
coming
up
out
to
with the 10th
8.
one.
There's all the way up to 8, and then it goes Jigsaw, and I thought that was gonna be the last one because it's like it has a different name.
I think it's a different name, yeah.
Saw 10. So excited. Didn't even know that was coming out.
So yeah,
That sounded gross.
yeah, I was. But I've seen like the first Jigsaw movie or Saw movie.
Did you like it?
I don't remember it. I know I watched it, but I don't remember it.
I feel like I don't know. If I had to pick a Saw movie that I liked the best, it's definitely, well, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's like one of the good ones. I guess it's just my favorite trap from the Saw movie. Basically, I can't. Okay, so this girl has to stick her hand in this box, and there's razor blades, like in the
I think
thing
I've seen that trap on TikTok.
where she has to like stick her hand in and grab the key, and she gets stuck, and they're all in a house together, so they're trying to like figure a way out, but most of the ways are
pretty
rigged.
interesting.
It is. And literally, I think one of the first ways somebody died was they were trying to look through the door and they just got shot in the head. And by the way, over all this time, they're all getting like intoxicated with fumes that are in the house very slowly. They're gonna die of, I think it's something, monoxide poisoning.
I say it's some type of poisoning,
I
obviously.
was gonna say.
If
that
they
could
don't
be
make
wrong.
out within a certain time.
And they also, in another trap is this girl had to dive into used needles to find something to help her out. And everybody like just sacrificed and volunteered her, and she didn't want to do it because she used to be like addicted. And everybody was like, oh, well, if you were the one who this trap was made for, you go do it. Because he has traps specifically made for certain people.
Based on their past or like a fear or something.
Or if they're like close to somebody who did something bad, then he'll punish innocent people. And it's like, yo, bro is messed up.
I may
You
have
need
to watch those.
You do have to watch them. They are so good. I'm sorry, I'm so
But I
passionate
mean,
about
for
those
the
movies.
new horror movie that's coming out, that's the only ones that I'm really excited for.
Well, you better watch all the Saw movies before Saw 10 comes out. I'll beat you. Or Saw X. I don't care what they call it. But you need to watch them right now. Or actually, we should watch some when we get home.
I mean, yeah.
While eating chicken Alfredo. I like chicken Alfredo. So scrumptious. Okay. I'm done. You got anything else to say?
No.
Okay.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
guys for listening.
Toodles.
Listening.